Why is Jin flying to LA alone? The truth behind his emotional departure for the RUNSEOKJIN US tour shocks ARMY worldwide. What if the most emotional part of Jin's long-awaited return wasn't his performance, but someone silently waiting for him in Los Angeles? As the sun broke through the early morning clouds over Incheon International Airport, fans were already crowding the terminal's outer gates, holding up hand-drawn banners, teary-eyed, and whispering rumors that had yet to be confirmed. Seokjin, the oldest member of BTS, quietly stepped into the departure aria-dressed in his signature clean-cut simplicity, eyes hidden behind black-tinted sunglasses that couldn't mask the complex emotions swirling beneath them. But what stirred the crowd more than his arrival was the unspoken weight in his posture and the unexpected phrase he whispered to a fan: "He's waiting." The phrase alone was enough to ignite a wildfire of speculation online. Who is he? Why did Jin say waiting? And what makes this trip to Los Angeles so mysteriously important? While it is no secret that Seokjin has officially begun the US leg of his highly anticipated RUNSEOKJIN EP tour, the timing, tone, and secrecy surrounding this journey have left many ARMY members questioning if something bigger than music is at play. Could this tour be more than just a solo showcase? Could this be the moment where the truth behind years of silence finally breaks through? Social media has exploded with theories. Some believe the special someone waiting in LA could be a BTS member, possibly Jungkook, or even Suga, who may have traveled in secret ahead of Jin. Others are convinced it's someone entirely outside the group, a collaborator, a mentor, or perhaps someone Seokjin has never named, but whose presence has shaped his songs in silence. As of now, BTS has remained tight-lipped about the specifics of the LA performances beyond standard promotional posts. But eagle-eyed fans noted that Jin's latest Instagram post, uploaded only moments before he boarded his flight, featured a black and white image of the Pacific Ocean and the haunting caption, "Across the sea? I'll finally see him again." The internet went into overdrive. Fans pointed out that the use of "again" suggests a past connection known that had been paused, perhaps by duty, distance, or heartbreak. Some believe Jin is referencing a deep, long-held friendship that remained private, while others speculate the post hints at a past emotional event, possibly a separation that occurred during the early days of BTS's rise. And then came the second shock. A fan video taken from the airport's VIP entrance showed Jin receiving a small letter envelope from a staff member. He didn't open it right away. Instead, he looked at it for several seconds, nodded slightly, and tucked it into his jacket. That envelope, some fans believe, is from the person he's about to meet. A private exchange, quiet and profound, as if Jin has been walking toward this moment for far longer than anyone realized. What makes this more mysterious is the fact that Jin himself chose not to depart with a full crew or entourage. Unlike previous tours where BTS members traveled with an elaborate team, Jin boarded with only 2 personal staff members. Fans on the scene reported seeing no security wall, no layers of handlers, just Jin. And that look in his eyes. What kind of reunion is waiting for Jin in Los Angeles? This question is what's currently breaking hearts, sparking fan edits, and pulling viewers back into the emotional gravity of BTS's ongoing story. Because beyond the concerts, beyond the screaming crowds, there is something about this journey that feels intimate, raw, almost sacred. Could this be a reveal planned during the tour? Will Jin address it on stage in one of his spoken segments? Or will the person in question appear without warning during one of his encore performances? Notably, Jin's song "I Will Come to You," which he recently performed during a surprise fan live, has lyrics that now sound dramatically different in light of recent developments. "When you feel like you're alone in your darkest hour, just know I'm already on my way." That line, once interpreted as a comforting message to fans, now sounds deeply personal, as if directed at someone who once waited and is now about to be seen again. What will happen when Seokjin steps on stage in Los Angeles? Will the tour's first US concert bring more than just music? Could this be the night that Seokjin reopens a chapter he's kept hidden, a story filled with silence, memory, and unresolved emotion? For years, Jin has been known as BTS's emotional shield. the one who often held things together with humor and warmth, even when he was hurting. But this tour already feels different. From his airport demeanor to his cryptic messages, everything suggests that Jin is no longer shielding himself. He's revealing, bit by bit, moment by moment. Even the tour name RUNSEOKJIN carries a deeper meaning. Run toward what? Toward whom? The imagery used in promotional teasers shows Jin walking down an empty road, headlights behind him, never in front. It feels like a metaphor for the past chasing him and the future he's about to confront. And perhaps most telling of all is the sudden disappearance of one song from the original setlist. Fans attending pre-tour rehearsals in Seoul reported that Moon, Jin's fan-favorite track from Map of the Soul, 7, was rehearsed but ultimately replaced with a new unreleased ballad, rumored to be called Answer from the Other Side. Some insiders suggest this track is a long-awaited message Jin never had the chance to say. If this song premieres during the LA concert, it may unlock the final clue as to who the mystery figure is. The emotional weight of this tour cannot be underestimated. Jin is not simply performing, he is crossing oceans, not just geographically, but spiritually. This is not just a career milestone, it is a heart-led journey, and every fan who has followed him from the beginning knows it. So what will happen when the curtain rises in Los Angeles? Will Jin sing with the same steady strength we've come to love? Or will this time his voice crack beneath the weight of a truth finally spoken? And most of all, who will be waiting in the shadows, just off stage, at the end of this long, silent road? As the tour begins, one thing is certain. The answers are no longer distant. They are boarding planes, echoing through lyrics, hidden in letters, and waiting to unfold under the California sky. And ARMY is watching, listening, breath held. This story is only just beginning. And it starts not with a performance, but with a question that refuses to fade. But before emotions completely sweep away our sense of clarity, we must pause and ask, is any of this real? Could this entire narrative, whispers at the airport, cryptic captions, secret reunions, be nothing more than a perfectly crafted illusion, a product of internet speculation amplified by our longing for drama, closure, and connection? The truth, as it stands now, is that none of the rumors reported above have been officially confirmed. Not by Jin himself, not by Kit Music, and not by any verified source with first-hand knowledge of the RUNSEOKJIN US tour. In fact, multiple pieces of so-called evidence that fueled this emotional narrative have now been debunked. The quote, "Hes Waiting," that was reportedly whispered by Jin at the airport. It was never recorded on video or audio. The phrase originated from a single fan tweet that was later deleted and has since been reshared without verification. The envelope exchange caught on video? Footage analysed by fanbase researchers shows that it was a standard tour schedule document handed by staff, an ordinary part of artist travel preparations. The caption, "Across the sea, I'll finally see him again?" That image was not posted by Jin. It came from a fan-edited compilation account on Instagram posing as an official source, which many mistook for Jin's actual profile, the so-called new song Answer from the Other Side. As of this writing, there is no registered track under that name by Jin, according to official copyright registries and digital music distributors. So why did this story spread so quickly and hit so many people in the heart? The answer lies in something deeper than just a thirst for sensational headlines. It taps into our collective emotional bond with BTS, and especially with Jin. After 2 years of limited public appearances due to his military service, fans are starved for new moments with him. His return was never just about music, it was about reconnection. That longing made us more susceptible to narratives like this one, mysterious, romantic, dramatic, and full of emotional tension. The internet, especially within ARMY spaces, is fertile ground for this kind of virality. One emotional phrase, "Hes Waiting," can trigger a wave of theory threads, video edits, translated reposts, and speculation masquerading as journalism. Once enough accounts repeat it, it begins to feel real, even if it's built on nothing at all. This phenomenon is not new. In K-pop fandoms, especially ones as massive and global as BTS's, emotional myths often become collective memories. Moments are reinterpreted through the lens of longing, silence is mistaken for symbolism, and every gesture becomes a potential clue. But here, we must draw a line. This story is fiction. A compelling, moving, and emotionally resonant fiction, but fiction nonetheless. Seokjin is, indeed, headed to Los Angeles for his RUNSEOKJIN EP tour. That much is real. But as of now, there is no confirmed mysterious figure waiting for him. No known secret message. No envelope with hidden emotions. What we do have is a beloved artist returning to his global audience with new music, new maturity, and perhaps most importantly, his own pace. And maybe that's what matters more than manufactured mystery. The real,